seemed like that game was going to be a defensive struggle, and then actually it was, but then the fight ensued and two players got ejected. What did you see there with Mike and all of that going on?
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw a lot of pushing and shoving and flags flying. The next thing I know, everybody was storming the field. We lost a good player. They lost a good player. It was a physical ball game.
Coach, you forced 4 turnovers and scored 17 points after the fight. How much of an emotional or turning point was it for your team?
I don't know if it was a turning point. You know, we were into the ball game. It was 3-3 at that point. It could have went either way. We knew we had to make some plays. You know, Dean came up big twice. Mike came up big. And, you know, we got a fumble at the end. So I guess that was the turning point. But we were into the game, and the time was getting down in the fourth quarter anyway. So we were trying to make a play.
Do you have any idea the status of Josh Wells' calf?
Not yet. They're going to run some tests on it, and they'll let us know.
And how close was Donovan Smith to possibly playing this week? I know it was one of those things, I think you mentioned it was a pain tolerance thing.
Well, he didn't practice all week, so we kind of got a feel at the end of the week he wasn't going to play.
Is there a possibility for next week?
I'm not sure. Too early to tell.
Can you speak to your defensive effort? I think you've given up 1 touchdown in 2 games so far.
No, we shouldn't have given up that. So, you know, 3 3/4 worth of good work, and we lapsed at the end. We got to learn how to finish out ball games.
Down the stretch, you're down your top 3 receivers down the stretch. Can you talk about Breshad and the touchdown he caught to give you the lead?
Well, that's why we kept him. You know, at the end of cut day, he can do everything, and he comes up big at the right time. You know, he can block for us. He plays special teams, and he knows all the receiver spots, and he's got experience. So he proved his worth today.
What was working well for you guys that allowed that touchdown to happen there?
Well, we gave Tom a little time. You know, he just made a great throw. Breshad made a great play. They were playing pretty good defense on us as well. You know, yards were hard to come by, and points were hard to come by in that ball game. We're just lucky we got one.
And, there was a much more of a challenge this week running the ball than last week against the Cowboys. What were the Saints doing that made it more difficult to find those rushing lanes?
Well, they're bigger up front than Dallas, but they're a good defense. We knew they had a good defensive team. Every time they play us, it's a tough ball game, and it's a grind-out ball game. But we didn't panic this time, and we didn't have careless turnovers other than the one that we turned it over in the first half. But, you know, we stayed with what we got, and we grinded it out.
What are you doing defensively to be so effective? Is it just being efficient and doing your jobs? Like, what are you doing so well defensively right now?
I think the communication has been great with the guys. They get together and watch more film than they did over years past, and they understand what's getting ready to happen to them. So, and they just want to be good. You know, they're trying to be good. It's week 2. It's early. Didn't like some of the things we did, but for the most part, you know, they try to stay stingy in the red zone.
Out of these first 4 games that are so tough for you, this probably was the most important because it's a division game. What does it do to give you guys a lead and a tiebreaker on the Saints?
Right now, nothing. You know, it gives us a chance at the end. Right now, we're 2-0. We got 15 more games. It was the biggest game this week. It was a division rival. Now they tally up at the end, but we can't do nothing about that now but move on to next week.
You haven't beaten the Saints in the regular season since 2018, and I believe you haven't beaten them here since 2017. What does it mean to be able to get, as Joe Tryon-Shoyinka you could put it, that big bear off you guys' back?
Well, it's not off our back, but we're glad to have a break for a minute. We got to face them again in a couple weeks, so it's good to win down here. It's been tough to win down here. They've had our number for a long time, and they've been getting the turnovers, and we haven't. This time we got them.
You've always said it's all about getting one more point, right? But by the same token, like these last 2 weeks, you haven't scored a lot of offensive touchdowns. What needs to happen to get your offense on the board?
Well, we got to get healthy, number one, and we got to clean up a few things. And we got some new guys over there. I think they're coming. They're doing a good job managing the ball game. Our objective is to win. You know, our points are going to come. I'm not worried about that. The chemistry will come. We got to win in the process. These first 4 or 5 games, while we figure out who we are, we need to win them.
Several guys talked this week about the need to manage their emotions. Are you disappointed at all at the fact that things kind of got out of hand when those punches were thrown?
It's an emotional game. You know, you don't want punches thrown on either side. I'm sure their coach is saying the same thing. And things happen. We don't need anybody throwing out the ball game. We need everybody. We can't dress a lot of people, so that's important. We try to be a disciplined ball club. Every now and then the game gets emotional and gets out of hand. So, you know, we'll make our corrections and move forward from there.
Are you concerned you might lose Mike for more than the rest of this game, but maybe the next one?
Well, I hope not. You know, we'll see what happens with the league. Again, I hadn't seen the tape. I don't know exactly what happened to say I can or can't lose the guy, so we'll see.
Last question. You lost Akeem Hicks during the game. Any sense of whether that could be a long-term injury?
Not at this time. I'll go back in the training room after this. He'll get some tests run, and we'll see. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach. Got Tom Brady.